Welcome back to the channel JF Coins. Today, we're diving into an incredible story about a specific coin that could be sitting in your change jar right now and could potentially be worth millions. We're talking about the 1-cent 1976 Lincoln penny, but with a very rare twist: the Ultra Coin error. Stick around, because you're going to want to know all about this penny and its shocking value on the market today. At first glance, the 1976 Lincoln penny might seem like just another ordinary piece of currency. After all, it's part of the U.S. Mint's long history of producing these copper-clad coins, which have been in circulation since the Lincoln Memorial design was introduced in 1959. But in 1976, something unusual happened in the minting process that would later turn one specific 1976 penny into a potentially million-dollar treasure. Before we get to the crazy value, let's break down the history. In 1976, the U.S. was celebrating the 200th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence, hence, the bicentennial year. The Mint produced a lot of commemorative coins, including the famous 1776 to 1976 bicentennial quarters, half dollars, and dollars. But here's the kicker: there was a rare minting error with the 1976 Lincoln pennies that would make one of these coins worth an absolute fortune today. Now, what makes the 1976 Lincoln penny so special? The error is in the form of a double die obverse, meaning the front of the coin, specifically the Lincoln portrait or obverse side, was struck more than once by the die, which caused a double image effect. It's a rare minting error that's only found on a small number of coins. While double die errors are common across different years, this specific 1976 penny has become one of the most sought after by collectors. Now you may be wondering, how much is it worth? Well, hold on tight, because the value is jaw-dropping. When a 1976 Lincoln penny with the double die obverse error surfaces, it's not just a couple of bucks. We're talking about potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars, and in some cases, millions. Recent auctions have seen these coins being sold for upwards of $14 million, depending on their condition and rarity. Yes, you heard that right, $14 million. That's because there are so few of these coins in circulation. Most of the time, the error is either too faint to notice or the coin gets damaged from wear and tear. But if you can find one of these pennies in pristine condition, especially with a sharp, clear double image on Lincoln's face, you've got a rare gem on your hands. So, how do you know if your 1976 Lincoln penny is worth anything? You'll want to inspect the coin carefully. Look closely at the obverse side of the penny, focusing on Lincoln's face, the date, and the word Liberty. If you notice any doubling or extra details, it could be a sign of the double die error. You'll also want to look at the rest of the coin for any signs of minting issues that could increase its value, like a strong, sharp strike or lack of wear. Now, don't panic if you don't find a 1976 penny with this rare error just sitting in your pocket. These coins are extremely hard to find, and they're even harder to authenticate. That's why if you come across one, you'll want to get it professionally graded by experts from places like the Professional Coin Grading Service or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. They'll evaluate the coin's condition and confirm whether it's the real deal. While this particular penny can be worth an extraordinary amount of money, it's also important to note that the market for rare coins can fluctuate. Prices go up and down based on demand, rarity, and economic conditions, so if you do find one of these ultra-rare 1976 pennies, it's essential to follow trends and make sure you're selling at the right time. To sum up, the 1976 Lincoln penny might just look like any other coin at first glance. But with a rare double die obverse error, this penny could be worth millions of dollars. And who knows, maybe the next one you find will be the one that changes your life. Thanks for watching. If you found this video interesting and want to learn more about rare coins and their hidden treasures, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a future video. Got any rare coins in your collection? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your stories. Feel free to adjust the script to fit your style. It includes a bit of history, details about the error, and tips for potential coin hunters. Today, in this video, we're diving into the world of one of the most fascinating, valuable, and downright rare coins that could be worth millions of dollars, the 1977 Lincoln penny. But not just any 1977 penny, we're talking about an ultra-rare version that could be worth a staggering $13 million. Stick around as we explore its history, value, and what makes it so incredibly special. Let's get started. The Lincoln penny has been one of the most iconic and widely recognized coins in the United States. Minted since 1909, it features the famous profile of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. But while most of these pennies are worth just 1 cent, there's something truly unique about the 1977 Lincoln penny that has caught the attention of collectors and investors alike. The 1977 penny, like most pennies, was struck at the U.S. Mint. But what makes this year so interesting is the production of certain very rare era coins. These aren't your everyday finds. These are the coins that send numismatists into a frenzy. While most of the 1977 pennies are worth a measly 1 cent, the rare 1977 Lincoln pennies that have ultra errors are worth a lot more. We're talking about coins with rare minting mistakes, such as doubled dies or off-center strikes. But the most famous of all is the 1977 doubled die obverse. Here's where things get really exciting. The 1977 doubled die pennies have noticeable doubling on the date, and possibly on the lettering of Liberty, and In God We Trust. This happens due to an error during the minting process when the die was misaligned, causing the design to be struck multiple times, creating a doubled image. The more noticeable the doubling, the more valuable the coin can be. Now you may be thinking, is it really possible that a 1977 penny could be worth millions? And the answer is yes. In fact, the most valuable of these ultra-rare 1977 pennies has been known to sell for an unbelievable $13 million. One of these ultra-rare 1977 double-dyed pennies with pristine quality and heavy doubling was sold at an auction for a record $13 million. This one coin alone has captured the imagination of the entire numismatic world. It was sold to a private collector after intense bidding, and its sale marked one of the highest prices ever paid for a single penny. However, it's important to note that this kind of value isn't something you're going to find in every 1977 penny. The coin needs to have the right characteristics. The doubling must be significant, the condition must be nearly perfect, and it has to be a genuine mint error. Still, the idea that a single penny can be worth so much money is nothing short of astonishing. Now you might be wondering, how can I tell if my 1977 penny is worth millions? Well, first, it's all about knowing what to look for. Here are a few tips to help you identify whether your penny is the real deal. First, look closely at the date and the lettering. If you notice any doubling, like extra thickness on the numbers in the date or on the letters of Liberty, or In God We Trust, you could be looking at a double die error. The more pronounced the doubling, the more likely the penny could be worth a significant amount. Second, check the overall condition. Coins in mint condition with minimal wear and tear are far more valuable than those that have been heavily circulated. A coin that has been preserved in excellent condition can make a huge difference in its value. If the penny has been kept in a safe, dry place and shows no signs of corrosion, that's a great sign. Once you've identified a potential rare penny, the next step is to get it appraised. The market value can fluctuate depending on demand, rarity, and the specific characteristics of the coin. To get an accurate estimate of your penny's value, it's a good idea to consult with a certified numismatist or use online resources like auction results and price guides. For example, auction websites often list recent sales of rare coins, and you can track how much collectors are paying for similar coins. In some cases, even a less perfect 1977 penny with a noticeable error could still fetch hundreds or thousands of dollars. So there you have it, the fascinating world of the 1977 Lincoln penny, specifically the ultra-rare double-die era coins. These tiny pieces of history can sometimes hold unimaginable value. Who knew that a single cent could be worth more than most people's entire collections combined, right? If you think you might have a rare 1977 penny or any other valuable coins, it's worth doing some research and possibly reaching out to an expert. Who knows, you might just have a small fortune tucked away in your coin jar. Thanks for watching, Everyone, if you found this video helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more coin tips and tricks. Have you ever found a rare coin in your change? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, happy collecting! Today, we're diving into a coin that's so rare, so valuable, that it's worth a staggering $12 million. Yes, you've heard that right. $12 million for a single coin. We're talking about a 1992 Lincoln penny. But not just any penny. This one's an ultra-rare, super valuable era coin. Stay tuned, and let's take a deep dive into its fascinating history, why it's worth so much, and how you can spot one in your collection. Before we get into the 1992 rarity, let's take a quick look back at the history of the Lincoln penny. The Lincoln penny has been a part of American currency since 1909, when it was first introduced to honor President Abraham Lincoln on the 100th anniversary of his birth. Over the years, this penny has seen several design changes, but one thing remained consistent: it's one of the most beloved and recognized coins in the United States. In 1992, the Lincoln penny was still using the familiar design with Lincoln's portrait on the obverse, that's the front of the coin, and the iconic wheat ears on the reverse side, although the wheat design had been replaced with the Union shield in later years. Now, let's get to the coin that's turning heads and making headlines. Most 1992 pennies, whether circulated or in mint condition, are worth just 1 cent. However, there's a rare anomaly within the 1992 penny series that's worth far more than its face value. In fact, it's worth a mind-blowing $12 million. But why is this 1992 penny so valuable? The answer lies in a rare error that occurred during its minting. A comparison of a normal 1992 penny versus the rare 1992 penny with the mistake. This penny error is linked to the D mint mark, the distinguishing letter stamped on pennies produced in Denver. The error occurred when some of the 1992 Denver mint pennies were produced without a mint mark altogether. In standard production, pennies are stamped with a mint mark to indicate which U.S. mint facility they were produced at, either Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. But for these particular 1992 pennies, a batch slipped through the cracks with no mint mark at all. It's important to note that most people can't tell the difference between a regular penny and one with no mint mark, which is exactly why these ultra-rare coins are so hard to find and incredibly valuable. A graphic showing a comparison of rare coins and their values. So, why is a 1992 penny without a mint mark worth so much? There are a couple of reasons. First, because of the extreme rarity of this error. Only a few of these no mint mark 1992 pennies were ever made. Estimates suggest that only a handful of these coins exist today. Second, error coins like this one are highly sought after by collectors and investors who appreciate the history and rarity behind these mistakes. An error like this can drive a coin's value through the roof, especially when the market is hot for unique finds. The $12 million valuation comes from a coin that was graded mint state 67, a perfect coin in excellent condition. The rarity, the quality, and the historical significance of this error combined to create a coin with a mind-blowing value. So how do you spot a 1992 penny that might be worth millions? Here's what you need to look for. A normal 1992 penny will have a D mint mark if it was minted in Denver. The error coin, however, will have no mint mark. If your penny is from 1992 and doesn't have a mint mark, you may have found something very special. The higher the quality, the more valuable the coin. The one that went for $1 million was in nearly perfect condition, so the better preserved your coin is, the higher the potential value. If you think you've found an error coin, it's a good idea to get it professionally graded by organizations like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation or the Professional Coin Grading Service. A professional grading service will assess the coin's authenticity and condition, which is crucial for determining its value. Shots of rare coin auctions, collectors in action. So, where can you sell or buy rare coins like this? The market for ultra-rare coins is incredibly robust. Some of the most valuable coins ever sold have been auctioned at major coin auctions, such as those held by Heritage Auctions, Stack's Bowers, and even private collectors. If you happen to come across a 1992 penny with no mint mark, make sure to get it appraised, as you never know. It might be worth more than you could imagine. The host holding up a regular 1992 penny with a look of excitement. So, what should you do if you find one of these rare pennies? First, make sure you don't accidentally spend it. If you suspect you have one, get it professionally appraised and graded as soon as possible. You could be holding on to a rare piece of American history that's worth millions. That wraps up today's video. If you enjoyed learning about this ultra-rare 1992 penny, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this with your fellow coin collectors. And remember, keep an eye out for those rare coins, because you never know what could be hiding in your pocket change. Could be worth millions. So, let's get into the history, the value, and what makes this penny so unique. The 2017 P. Lincoln penny, a coin that has recently gained quite a bit of attention in the world of numismatics. If you've ever looked at a penny from your pocket, you might have noticed something different. This particular penny has a P mint mark, something that's never been seen on pennies before. But how did this happen? Let's take a look at the story behind this one-of-a-kind coin. For decades, U.S. pennies were minted in Philadelphia, but you'd never see a P mint mark on a Lincoln penny. Traditionally, only the D mint mark, representing Denver, and the S mint mark from San Francisco, appeared on the coins. So, what changed in 2017? 2017 was a historic year for the U.S. Mint. To celebrate the 225th anniversary of the U.S. Mint, the Mint made a big decision. For the first time in history, they produced a Lincoln penny with a P mint mark, a nod to the Philadelphia Mint, where the penny was first made. They were included in the regular minting process alongside the typical pennies, but here's the kicker: very few people realized just how significant this penny would become. Now, here's where things get really interesting. When the 2017 P. Lincoln penny was first released, it wasn't marketed as anything special. It was just another penny, but as collectors and enthusiasts started searching through their change, something amazing happened. Because the 2017 P. pennies were not widely produced in massive quantities, they became incredibly rare to find in circulation, especially in pristine condition. This scarcity, combined with the historical significance of being the first ever P mint-marked penny, sent collectors into a frenzy. So, how much can one of these pennies be worth today? In 2025, some of these rare 2017 P pennies, particularly those that are uncirculated and in perfect condition, can sell for up to $11 million. Yes, you heard that right, $11 million. But what makes these pennies worth so much? Well, there are a few key factors. First, there's the rarity. While millions of pennies were made in 2017, only a small percentage were given the P mint mark. The fact that they were mostly released without fanfare means that most people didn't realize their potential value until years later. Secondly, condition matters. Pennies that are in uncirculated, mint-state condition, meaning they show no signs of wear and tear, are worth far more than those that have been in circulation for a while. Collectors are looking for coins that are in pristine condition to complete their collections, and that drives up the value. And of course, there's the historical significance. A coin with a mint mark that had never been seen before, combined with the fact that it was a milestone for the U.S. Mint, this combination creates a buzz in the numismatic community, and that's what drives prices to astronomical levels. So, how can you tell if you have one of these rare, valuable pennies? First, you'll want to check for the P mint mark. It's located just below Abraham Lincoln's shoulder on the front of the coin. If your penny has this mint mark, you're off to a good start. Next, look at the condition of the coin. If it's still shiny and looks brand new, you may have a real winner. Pennies that are uncirculated, or in the highest grades, are the ones fetching big bucks at auctions. You can even send your penny to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC to get an official rating of its condition. Lastly, check how much the coin is selling for. The value of rare coins fluctuates, so be sure to check auction results and listings online to get an accurate sense of its current market price. So, where does the future hold for the 2017 P. Lincoln penny? As time passes, we're likely to see fewer of these coins in circulation, which will only make the ones in good condition even more valuable. If you happen to find one, whether in your pocket change or among your family's old coins, make sure you hold on to it, because you might just have a once-in-a-lifetime find. Alright, that's it for today's video. I hope this has helped you learn more about the 2017 P. Lincoln penny and its incredible value. If you've ever come across one of these coins, or if you plan to start searching through your change, let me know in the comments below. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more awesome coin tips and tricks. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting!